Hey everybody, good morning. It's Chef Teddy B and this is Made Scratch Texas. So we're coming to you guys from our corporate headquarters in Southlake, Texas, and today it's Sunday, and what do you do on Sunday? But we have Sunday brunch. So I've got 3 fabulous, easy brunch items that will just make you the rock star of your Sunday for your family and your kids. First item up for bat today is going to be our blueberry French toast. In the catering business, it is by far one of our biggest sellers. Next item we're going to do is our brisket eggs Benedict. We've been smoking brisket for the last 16 hours. We've got some wonderful fresh baked bread from a local bakery, so we'll do a brisket eggs Benedict. Then lastly, we're gonna do our chicken and waffles. Oh my God, we make the waffle batter from scratch, Southern fried chicken, nothing like it. So y'all sit back, relax, and we'll get started with the blueberry French toast right after this. Hey everybody, welcome back. So the first item up for bat today is going to be our blueberry French toast. Let's get started. So what we have done is we have got 8 large croissants we've diced up and we've put them in a foil lined pan. And why we put them in the foil lined pan is it's going to make it real easy for us to remove the whole casserole, set on a cutting block to cut them into squares for presentation. So this is all done. So to get our liquid mix starting for the blueberry French toast, we're going to start with 32 ounces of softened cream cheese. I've taken it and diced it. It's going to make the mixing and mixing part very easy this way. So we'll use our stand mixer for this. We'll go ahead and dump them into the stand mixer. Man down, that's all right. We got clean surfaces here. So I've got 32 ounces of cream cheese in the stand mixer, and we're going to go ahead and beat it and get it down. We're going to use about a medium speed on the stand mixer. We're going to let it run for about 2 to 3 minutes. So we've beat the cream cheese for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're going to scrape down the sides and beat it one more time. So you want to scrape down the sides and continue to beat it a second time. That way it gets all the lumpiness of the cheese out and it'll give you a nice smooth surface. So this will go for about another 2 minutes and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. So the cream cheese is now beaten. It's got a very nice silky consistency in the pan. Now we're going to add 3 cups of granulated sugar. And we're going to add it as we slowly turn the mixer on. So the sugar and the cream cheese, that's going to make the decadent part of the blueberry French toast. We're going to let this go for about a minute and again repeat the same step as when the cream cheese was softened. We're going to scrape the sides down, get us a nice silky texture. So we'll go ahead and scrape the sides down one more time. And another 2 minutes on medium and we'll have, say, perfectly mixed base. So now that we've got the cream cheese and the granulated sugar mix, we're going to turn the mixer on low to medium and we're going to add 8 broken eggs in. We're going to try to add them in one at a time so they mix in consistently. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn the mixer to medium and we'll let those come and get a nice consistently, it's going to be a very silky, pretty mix when we're done. So once that becomes together, the egg mixture with the cream cheese and the sugar, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of some rich vanilla. One more time, I'm going to do a scrape down of the sides. Two more minutes, then we'll add our milk and that'll be the final touch before we put it over the top of the croissants. Y'all come back and join me. So we've been mixing for about 2 to 3 minutes. The consistency is a nice silky mix. Now we're gonna add 3 cups of whole milk. We're gonna add these slowly on medium. So if you're using a stand mixer at home, I'm on speed number 2, that's speed number 3 right there, and that's probably where you want to be. We're going to let it continue to mix. We'll go ahead and add the blueberries now on top of the croissants. So again, we've got the nice basic croissants over a foil lined pan. You can do any cups between 2 to 4 cups of blueberries. These are some beautiful jumbo, organically grown. We've sourced from a local produce stand here in town. So we're going to put about 2 cups of blueberries, and we just kind of sprinkle them over the top. And you want to just kind of get a nice evenly coverage over the bread. I kind of like to shove a few of them down so you get a nice rich blueberry taste throughout the whole casserole. As you can kind of see, this was 2 cups, and we're going to pretty much have full coverage over the casserole. So again, depending on the size of the blueberries you source, or you're affectionate, or how much you love the blueberry taste, use as much as you want, up to about 4 cups. So that's what the finished product will look like before we put the liquid on it. We've got the blueberries evenly spaced over the croissant bed. Y'all come right back and we'll put the liquid mix on top. Hey, welcome back everybody. So again, we've done our liquid mix in the stand mixer. The croissants are diced, blueberries on top. Now it's time to put the whole package together. So we start at one end and just start lightly pouring over the mix. And you just want a nice even coverage. Now ideally, what makes this even more decadent is if you have the time permitting to put this together the night before your event. That way that liquid's really absorb into the croissants. And you want to make sure you get near the edges. If you don't, then the croissants kind of want to stick and get overcooked. And there you have it. Blueberry French toast is done. It's ready for the oven. We're going to let this sit for about 30 minutes to let the liquid really absorb into the croissants. Then it'll go in the oven for probably 30 to 35 minutes covered. After 35 minutes, we'll remove the foil, let it brown up. We'll pull it back out, and then we'll have an icing drizzle to go on top of it. Y'all come back and see us.
From the most casual get-togethers to the grandest affairs, Scratch Catering has mastered the art of catering in Dallas-Fort Worth. And it's not just our food, but our personal touch and exceptional service that sets us apart. Why settle for anything not made scratch? Trust Scratch Catering to make every event memorable.
Hey, welcome back everybody. So the blueberry French toast is baking in the oven. Again, that's going to be a 30 to 35 minute bake. Next on the menu, brisket eggs Benedict, one of my personal favorites. We're going to do a nice spin on it though. So we've smoked the brisket over hickory for the last 14 hours in the smoker. We've got a bakery down the street. We've got some beautiful brioche bread. We'll slice it and that'll be cut for the eggs Benedict. We pre-made some potato patties. Think of a hash brown patty. We make these in-house, we fry them, we keep them on hand for situations like this. We'll deep fry those and that will go on the bun, then the brisket, followed by the egg, and then the sriracha sauce. So with that, let's go ahead and get the eggs poaching. Join me at the stove. Hey everybody, welcome back. While we were away, I took a medium saucepan, got it on the cooktop, filled with water, medium heat, and I've got a nice rolling boil going. So let's go ahead and get those eggs poached. So you can see the water is now boiling. So we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of some distilled white vinegar in the water. We're going to take a metal spoon and we're going to create a vortex. So go in a clockwise motion and kind of get the water spinning. Now we're going to take our egg, slowly add it into the water. There's one. And with this size stock pot, we can do 2 eggs at a time. Don't worry about it. So what you're seeing is the white of the egg kind of starting to separate, but the yolk is going to be cooking perfectly in there. And I kind of like to just kind of give them a slow stir. And what that's going to do is really help the egg cook evenly. So we also like to just kind of pull that broken egg white off the top as it's cooking. Kind of gives you a little bit more clarity into the water and kind of see how the eggs are doing. And this is probably going to be about a 2-minute process. I like my eggs to be runny when we put them on the bread. And then if you happen to have a spider in your home kitchen, this is a perfect way to retrieve the eggs out of the boiling water. There's one. There's two. And we'll go ahead and do 2 more, just in case we happen to have one of them break on us as we're getting ready to start plating. And again, about a 2-minute process, and that's going to give you a really nice runny yolk. It's got a little bit of consistency to it, but when you break into it, it'll be a nice drizzle over the whole bread. So we have about another 2 minutes left on the eggs. When we come back, we'll slice the bread and get it toasted for the Benedict. Hey everybody, welcome back. So we poached the eggs for the Benedict. So now we're going to take some of our fresh baked bread. And again, this is a brioche bread we have baked in a local bakery right down the road. What I'm going to do is we're going to cut the heel of the bread off. And then I like my about 3/4 to 1 inch thick. And we're going to go ahead and take 2 slices. I've got our flat top grill heated up. We're going to put some butter on here and griddle these up. Y'all come join me on the flat top. So what I'm going to do is we've taken some salted butter, we've softened it, we throw it here on the cooktop, get a nice melt going. Take the brioche, help spread it around. And then we're going to let it griddle each side, get a nice char on it for about 2 minutes. Doesn't that bread just look like nice golden grill marks on it? It's absolutely gorgeous. Nice. Can provide a nice crunch on the Benedict when we get it plated. So while that's going to go another minute, we're going to go ahead and get our hash brown potatoes in the fire. So again, we've had these, we make these in-house. Basically, if you're going to make them at home, you can buy them from the store. We like to make them in-house. We shred some russet potatoes, put them in a bowl with some eggs, seasoning, pat them down, and we pre-fry them. They're about 75% cooked when we're done with them. So I'm just going to put them in the deep fryer and for about 1 minute, and that'll kind of bring them back to life and get us a nice crunch. Let's go ahead and get that brioche bread off the grill. Hey everybody, welcome back. Brisket eggs Benedict, we're down to the home stretch. We've griddled up our brioche bread. Now we're going to go ahead and put everything together. So I mentioned to you earlier, we make our hash brown potatoes in-house, and we fried 2 patties. We're going to put those on top of the brioche. Next, we're going to take our brisket. Again, the brisket's been slow smoking overnight, 14, 16 hours over hickory wood. So we're going to take the lean part of the brisket. Again, we always cut against the grain. And we're going to cut 2 nice healthy portions of brisket. So you can see from our brisket, we leave a nice little bit of fat cap on it. The pink hue reflects the hickory smoke. We cut 2 nice healthy portions. That'll go on top of the potatoes. And now our poached eggs. The last thing is going to be our poached eggs, and we're going to carefully slide them off the plate onto the brisket. And again, we cook these kind of on a slow medium, so they're going to be a runny when we cut into them. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. And then to finish it off, we've made some fresh hollandaise sauce. We went ahead and made this ahead of time. If you can do this at home, it's real simple. Take some rolling warm butter, fold in some egg yolks. There you have it. We add a little Cajun seasoning in it to get a little flavor. So we're going to take this and just drizzle it over the top. And again, if you watch any of my episodes, you kind of know we like it a little spicy, so we're gonna take some of our favorite chili sauce and just kind of give a nice drizzle on top. Oh my goodness. And ladies and gentlemen, we have brisket eggs Benedict, Chef Teddy style, ready to eat. Y'all come back and join us, and we'll get the rest of it plated up for breakfast.
From the most casual get-togethers to the grandest affairs, Scratch Catering has mastered the art of catering in Dallas-Fort Worth. And it's not just our food, but our personal touch and exceptional service that sets us apart. Why settle for anything not made scratch? Trust Scratch Catering to make every event memorable.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So we've got our brisket eggs Benedict done. Blueberry French toast is cooling so we can cut and slice it. Let's get the chicken waffles done. So we're gonna start with the waffle mix. Anybody can buy waffle mix out of a box. That's not the way we roll here at Scratch Catering. So we make our waffle mix fresh from scratch. So we're gonna start with the dry ingredients first. We have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Put that in the bowl. I've got 2 tablespoons of sugar. I've got 1 teaspoon of salt. And I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So we'll get that all together. We'll whisk it together. Just kind of get a nice mix. To our dry ingredients, we'll add the wet. I've got 2 cups of whole milk. I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I've got 2 egg yolks. And I've got 2 tablespoons of salted butter. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this mixed together. Now you're probably asking yourself, why did we put just the egg yolks in here? Well, we saved the egg whites for something a little special. Normally your waffles, when you take them out of the box, are gonna be nice, a little crunchy, maybe a little dry in the middle. Well, we've got a little trick up our sleeves. We've taken the egg whites, we took the egg whites off those yolks, and we went ahead and put them, while we were away, we put them in the stand mixer with the wire beater, and we've got some nice folded egg whites that we're gonna fold into the batter. So the key to a nice, good batter, don't overstir it. Just kind of fold those egg whites in. Just make sure they're nicely combined with the batter. And, all right, so the mix is all done. So what we want to do now, I'm going to pour all the mix into a nice measuring cup. And the reason we're doing it in a measuring cup, again, we pride ourselves on doing stuff kind of out of bounds here at Scratch Catering. Anybody can have a horizontal waffle maker. We made a vertical waffle maker. So we're going to go ahead and put the mix in the waffle maker. And you can see the green light just went to rest, so that'll cook. So that'll cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and get the chicken batter and get that in the fryer. So for our chicken batter, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of cornstarch, and about 3 pinches of Cajun seasoning. We take this, we go ahead and whisk it together. So last night we sliced the chicken tenders up. They've been sitting in a buttermilk bath all night. So we've taken nice, big, fat breast of chicken, boneless, skinless. One hand's wet, one hand's dry. So we'll go ahead and get those nicely battered. And we'll do another one. All right, and then into the fryer we go. Our grease is running about 370 degrees, and these will fry for about 5 to 6 minutes. So we get an internal temperature of 165 degrees. So everything's cooking. You guys go get you a cup of coffee, freshen up the mimosas, come back and join me, and let's get everything plated. We'll see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. So while we were away, we've cooked the waffles. They were about 5 minutes. It's gonna have a nice golden brown outside. And when you cut into it, it's just gonna be a fluffy, fluffy amount of goodness. The chicken, southern fried, our homemade batter recipe. They cooked for 7 minutes in the fryer at 370 degrees. Came to an internal temperature of 165. We cut the waffles into small portions so that easily individual servings. 1 chicken breast per waffle. Now we're going to top it off with some maple syrup. So we've got the syrup, and now we'll garnish with some powdered sugar, chicken and waffles, brisket, eggs Benedict. Let me go grab the blueberry French toast, and we will have brunch ready to go. Go refill that mimosa and come back and join me for the final plating. See you soon. Hey everybody, welcome back. So as you can see on the plate now, we've taken our blueberry French toast, cut us a nice square, and while we were away, I whipped up some cream cheese icing. Basically, I took 8 ounces of cream cheese, put it in the stand mixer with about 3 tablespoons of some powdered sugar. Gives you a nice decadent drizzle. So we're gonna go put us a nice bead of cream cheese across there. And how about that? Doesn't that look just amazing? So, brisket, eggs Benedict, blueberry French toast, chicken and waffles. I promise you will be the star of brunch this Sunday with your friends and family. Join me next week when we join into Italian date night. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.